subscription go out?
What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Welcome. I'm your man, Khalif Wins. Today, we're going to have some great YouTube producer channel hosts on the stream tonight. Beats by Lonze is going to be in the house tonight. You know what I'm saying? Beats in Bed channel is going to be in the house tonight. You know what I'm saying? The homie Blatant Network's going to be in the house tonight. But first, we're going to bring up my homeboy. Just got monetized on YouTube, a great YouTube producer, otherwise known as the drum specialist. Everybody give it up to Beats by Lonze right now.
Yo.
Yo, what's going on? We dealt with mad technical difficulties when we here. This show was about YouTube producers keeping it 100. So if you are a producer thinking about YouTube or just a producer that enjoy YouTube channels, I had to introduce 4 great YouTube channels, and I'm waiting for the 2 other guests to come up. But in the meantime, how's everybody's days going? How your days going, Lonze? How's your day going?
Pretty good, man. Can't complain. Got a little work done today and got some streaming done, got some videos done. So I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, that's what's up. And now as we bring up the next great YouTube producer channel, everybody give it up to Beats in Bed. You know what I'm saying?
Yo. What's going on? How y'all doing, man?
My streaming software is being a big fat hater. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to restart, come back in, and we're waiting for Blatant Network to come on. Let's cross our fingers and hope to God that there's no technical issues on his end like there was on mine. But listen, this is YouTube producers keeping it 100 today. I had a lot of things I want to talk about, but let's just talk about number one, the great milestone that Beats in Bed is about to hit as a YouTube channel. But Lonze just hit recently. Everybody give it up to Lonze's monetization, getting paid on YouTube.
Let's get it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And the reason, everybody, that this is a huge deal, if you're a producer and you're watching this, you'll be like, yo, I like YouTube channels. I like YouTube this, YouTube that. That's why the name of the show is called YouTube Producers Keeping It 100. And I want to show producers or just regular folks who's thinking about starting a YouTube channel that it is possible. Now, the best thing about being a YouTube producer and really taking YouTube as serious as a business in that context is when you see that dollar sign and you're going to start collecting funds in your YouTube studio app. That is the can I get an amen moment financially.
Amen.
Because as producers, we're like, you know, back in the days or even currently, some producers like, oh my God, in order to support my family, I just got to do this or I just got to do that. I'm telling everybody, that's why the show is called YouTube Producers Keeping It 100. Oh, fatherhood is all good.
She got me the biggest straw there is. Goodness.
Big shout out to fatherhood. Big shout out to everybody.
That's
Big
right.
shout out to Silver Days Music in the chat. Everybody check out his channel. We wish he can be on live. He's
What's
also
good,
a
he said,
monetized YouTube producer. And without further ado, give it up to the other panelists today. Blatant Network, not a show. Blatant. There's so much beats in this show.
We
We live right now. We live. The software try to hate on me and try to get me down and try to get on my dang nerves. You feel me? But how was your day, Blatantly? Because I'm using too many B's in this podcast. Beats in Bed, Blatantly. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Beats by
busy, just rushing. So I was rushing even just to do that test stream. So luckily that went through. And we got sound now, so we good. The P6 came. I really didn't even get to mess with that.
Oh, the rolling P6?
Bro, the SP44 Mark II is so much easier.
Word.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Somebody called me crazy. I was like, no, bro. For me, at least right now, once I get the hang of it, like, yeah.
Bro, the 404 is one of those machines that I don't think I could ever get into it, man.
Nah.
Ever, man. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about it.
We're almost in the same boat. It's whooping my ass too, but I ain't gonna let it beat me for too long.
Yeah, I don't. I got no patience. You talking to a person when in the 90s? Yes, I'm that old. I had an MPC 2000. And the fact that every time I sampled, I had to name the sample, it used to annoy me. So I used to use my 24-second sampler, quick chalk, dump it to my 2000, and just do like the whole sequence in there because I didn't want to Let me do the scroll name. I
It should
hated
take
that, yo.
forever, bro.
That's why I don't care about people. Oh my God, the legacy gear, fam. I like it the way it is right now. Touchscreen, drag, drop. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, man.
I
for real.
hated naming samples in the 2000, and people like, oh my God, I want to go to the old school. Go ahead, floppy disk, Doug. I've been there, floppy disk. Yo, you want to
Right,
keep it
right,
real?
Stuck.
And it's funny you said the MPC 2000 because I just downloaded VMPC 2000 XL yesterday, and it's literally the machine, but the plugin / VST. And oh my God, I did a sample. I was trying to sample. I'm like, oh no, I love my touchscreen. I love my Live 2. I would not, and I was thinking of buying one until I actually did the VS. I'm like, oh no, I'm good.
Bro, I don't want, bro. Listen, y'all want to talk about real life? Yeah, this Khalif wins. Again, let me reframe. Today's show is YouTube producers keeping it 100. I know producers are watching this. I know people who probably don't even produce that want to know what that YouTube real running a business on YouTube life is like. And everybody on this channel is on different parts of their journey. But getting back to that topic, to all the producers that are saying, oh my God, I want legacy gear. Yeah, you don't remember this life. You know, look, you know what this says? Look.
What?
Guess what? The sequences. You just had floppies for sequences. Oh, what is this, Khalif? Yeah, when you had to put just your sequences on these.
Yep.
Every instrument, y'all don't want to go back to this. Y'all don't want to go back to
You don't
this.
want no problems.
don't want no
Hell
problems.
man.
And
I don't miss it at all, bro. I don't
you
miss it at all.
You know how I don't miss it? And thank you, Beats by Lines. But look, courtesy of
yeah.
Beats by Lines, thanks for hooking me up with this. I went from this to this.
Yeah.
I don't want to live this life no more. I don't want to go. I like this. I don't want this. I like this. I don't like all these people D-riding and glazing. Oh my God, it's the gear, bro. If you in a session with, let's say Ari Lennox was like, yo, I like your R&B type beats. Come to the studio. You ain't picking up that equipment and putting it in your book bag.
Right.
Ari gonna look
Right.
at you like, brother, can we get a vibe going? Hold on. I'm about to find a sample to chop. No, we not doing that. Ari Lennox gonna be there. I'm gonna literally take an Ableton's fantastic audio to MIDI feature because I don't play guitar or anything like that. I'm like, girl, na, ooh. And then audio to MIDI, where's the keys? Oh, you gave me the keys, Ableton? God bless you. I love you, Ableton. Let me get a pattern rocking, counter melody rocking. Hey, Ari, can you hum something for me? Audio to MIDI. If y'all know, for the non-keyboard players, audio to MIDI, no matter what software you use, is a life changer if you don't know how to use an instrument. But today, this is about YouTube, Produce, Keep 100. We're going to have a great time. This ain't no serious conversation, even though every damn weapon in the form tried to prosper in my laptop before this. Blatantly's mic was hating. My entire software was hating. You know what I'm saying? Lonze's been streaming his eye sockets out, and plus he don't go to the hospital for over-screen consumption. Beats in Bed has been super editing, Thug, and a lot of people see your videos. They see your channels, and that's the first topic. Can you please tell these folk that always want to criticize in the comments, dance in the videos, you know what I'm saying, criticize in the comments, who act like with 3 of y'all jobs is easy, but it's not. They act like they can do what you do one by one. Can you tell them what the real is on running a successful YouTube channel like yours?
I'll take the helm of being first. I think being a producer on YouTube and all the social medias and being a content creator, it is a 9 to 5. There's no way that you could not treat it as a 9 to 5 and treat it as a business as such. You have to treat it as a business and give it the attention that it deserves, because if you halfway do it, your audience will know that you've halfway done something. And I don't believe in halfway doing nothing. I believe that I need to give it my all. And so those are some of the things I take in my day-to-day when I come in and I create my content. I'm always having a plan about what it is I'm going to do. If you can see my whiteboard back there, it's full of stuff, and that's just the stuff that I need to have in my face that I don't want to forget about. But I mean, it's Apple Notes, it's all of that is in place. So I'll tell you, if you're gonna halfway do it, then you're gonna be sorely misrepresented if you go in it halfway. So don't do that. Go with it 100%, and you'll reap the benefits of what you do when you do it 100%.
And you're reaping it this week because you just started getting paid by YouTube. Everybody, one more.
Hallelujah.
Freshly monetized man over here. And we and again we gotta celebrate it. I don't understand why people weren't going more nuts in your comments. And before we get the beats in bed next to them blatantly, I'll say this. Everybody, if you you don't work a full-time job, and you don't know what it's like editing to like 2 o'clock in the morning, then have to wake up and take care of your kids. Stop acting like you can do what they do. You can't do what they do and have a perception like it's easy. So Beast and Bed, give them an example of what a day in your life is like as a serious business owner having a YouTube channel that you have.
Let me tell you something. I wake up, I grind. When I go to work, I grind. I'm grinding at work. I'm grinding when I get out of work. And when we get out of here, I'm going to be grinding again and making another video. So it never stops, man. And on top of that, I'm a full-time father, husband. You know, man. So the grind don't stop ever, man.
Salute to that.
Yeah, salute to that. Everybody give it up. Black fatherhood in the house.
Yes, sir.
All of us black fathers in the house. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, we exist, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we exist. And I can hear the weavers of the world. Oh, my God. Why is this a racial thing? Listen, if you don't understand the culture, don't talk about it. Like, real talk. Moving on blatantly. Especially to you. That's why I left you for last. Because you and I are most triflingly alike, if that's ever a proper adjective.
Sounds about right to me.
Sound about right.
Sound about right to me.
Blatant is the network.
Thank you.
To the trolls that try to say, oh, he think he know this. Tell them what a day in the life of a real YouTube channel business owner is like.
Stress. Like, it's real stress, bro. Because being a perfectionist, it's like sometimes you overthink. Now, overthinking is, I think, my weakness right now. But at the end of the day, like Beat said, it's all about grinding. When I wake up, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, all right, what am I going to bring to the table? What can I do better than last video? Even like the stuff I don't make, like put out like a beat I made that was fire. I'm like, how can I make that better? You know, and then taking care of the family and everything. It's just that hustler mentality. If you don't have that dog in you, this is not for you. This is not for you. If you don't have this dog in you.
Once again, say it once again, please.
If you don't have that dog in you, if you don't have that fighting mentality warrior type ish, like it's not going to be for you. Like, this is not for the weak. Then you got your trolls. You're going to have to deal with the trolls. Trolls, just treat that like one ear out the other. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, but yeah, it's not for the weak, to be honest with you.
And let me comment on that, man, because I see blatantly at work, and he's pretty much on every single live stream that I'm on. And I'm on a lot of live streams when I'm at work. And I don't know how we know the same, channels, but bro, it's like every time I'm on a live stream, bro, you on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, because I have nothing but time to drive. So like while I'm driving, the phone's just right there. So I'm watching y'all, I'm watching this, and then I'm just picking up game, bro. And as I'm watching y'all too, I'm like, oh damn, I can add that. Boom, but and that's what it's about, bro. I have so much just information, it's just soaking it up. And then I gotta bring that to my channel. And then I see lines they post every day, and I'm like, I say, blatantly, you got to post more. You have to post more. Bro. When I see him post, you don't understand. I'm like, yo, that really inspires me. And there's a lot of people inspire me. Lonze, for sure. Where's my air horn?
Come on with it, bro. Come on with it, bro.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Oh, you got the double official East Coast air horn simultaneously up in it.
Yes, sir. Like, it's
It's real. And here's the thing. Here's one reason, because I didn't want to be too serious tonight, but I want to shed light on this. People think that this is easy. People think being frustrated with dealing with thumbnail creation is easy. I literally threw my cell phone across the living room just to create the thumbnail for this.
That's I haven't done it yet.
But you were not the only one who hates it, because I do. My freaking thumbnail for this video looked like a Stop and Shop circular. I'm like, this is noisy. I just said, let me just get this over with. Let me just post it, because when you edit and you're like, I want to get it right. And being a perfectionist like we are, I know I'm a super perfectionist. I'm like, I don't care. Can we just put it up? The message is there. I just want to shoot video. I don't want to think about that's the thing. And you three, and as well as Civil Days Music and everybody we know in this realm who's treating YouTube like the business it is, not being ashamed to call it a business, because I hate people trolls in the comments, especially when it comes to production content. They're like, oh my God, they're just trying to sell me something. Oh my God, they're just treating it like a business. Bro, never in the history of anything music production has there been a time where somebody says, if somebody would have told y'all in the year 2000, hey, there's going to be an app. You can post things that you're passionate about. And by the way, the app will start paying you once you reach a certain number. And then you can get paid monthly. Why do people try to just bag? Oh my God, they're making. So what? You go to work every day for 8 hours at a job that most of us do not like. So if we have a vocation that we love, these three channels and other channels that work hard like this deserve this type of light, deserve this type of praise. That's why I have to open up my platform to talk about them. Beats by Lines, they freshly monetized. Blatantly as a network, multiple different shows, and he has more stuff dropping the same way. You know, Lonze got the Nickelodeon network, NBC, but that is impressive encouragement. Then we got Beats in Bed. This man is about to be full corporate portfolio in 12 to 24 months. And guess what? People hate when they see the work of Blatantly. They'll say, oh, why he acting like that? Because he was born with that personality. It's called being a personality with a brain. People say, oh my God.
Don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
I watered it down.
Nah, brother.
I watered it down.
We need the fresh Gatorade without the extra water in it. We just need you. Because you know why? There's a lot of duplicates.
On the live one day, I will. But I'm gonna just keep it medium.
Nah,
right
you know what? Do me a favor. On my platform, be 100% yourself. And I know you ain't gonna do crazy stuff, but be 100% yourself.
I'm relaxing. I'm good here. Yeah,
nah, brother, I'm waiting for the turn up. That's literally why I brought you on, because your personality. I know.
I'm waiting on that topic. I know I know one of the topics might trigger me, so we'll see.
Speaking of that, let's go. Speaking of that, brother.
Oh boy.
Let's go. But we're gonna say this one topic because we just talked about it.
9 to 5 is your label. That's how you get the funding to do whatever the fuck you want to do. All my first shows, the paper came from me working a job. All the early marketing, me working a job, and my pops working his job and putting his paper in. The homies working their jobs and putting their paper in.
That's what I'm talking about. It's just simply like that. We work our jobs, we feed our families, and we do something we love, and we're going to get paid for it. And there should be no reason that nobody should be ashamed. So let's stop that first stigma. There's another topic. Before I get to the topic, I have to most definitely shout out Civil Days Music because he said some gems in the comments.
Oh, salute to Dayson. Salute
Dayson. He also said SP404MK is all that. Some people are comfortable with it. I don't got one. You know, we talked about that yesterday. Somebody said in Nook the 3. It looks like a drum machine he got there. I want to know what that is. Embrace technology.
It's like a one. NPC one over there.
Big shout out to MCC1 gang. Civil Days Music says crash and burn or feel dejected if you don't give it your all when it comes to content creation. Because mental health is a huge thing. We'll touch on that in a second. He also says, yeah, he's on a lot of lives. Be careful, bro. Be driving on the road. That's right. Blatantly is such a multitasker. He'll have his phone while in his job on the road. I was on the phone with him, and he's like, yeah, he's talking to me. Drink, sandwich, talk. Drink, sandwich, talk. And work. But then he's like creating content while in a truck. That's how you know the dog is in him, how bad he wants and things of that nature. Civil Days Music, so many people try to talk negative about this job. Jamie Rice says, what's up? What's up, Jamie?
Jamie,
what's goody, Jamie?
Salute.
What's goody?
Be 100% you, people will love it. Yeah, Blatantly, for sure. Yeah, I got my job as an investment. That is a fact. I want to get into the topic because I want to see Blatantly pissed off right quick.
And before you get in that topic, too, real quick, when we were talking about YouTube, like if you're about to start a YouTube, I'm gonna say this for anybody that's about to or even thinking about it. Right when you type your name in, you're a brand, bro. So when you come here, represent yourself. You're a brand. Just think about that. Think about that word brand. So yeah, I just want to put that there for sure.
Big facts.
That's big facts. That's super big facts.
Yo, guys, so here's some reasons I quit producer culture and I'm not really going to be a producer anymore. So first off, music is music, and of course I'll always be making music. But when I started producing, I was looking up to artists like Kanye, Ryan Leslie, Pharrell, the old Dr. Dre, you know, the old school types of producers that were really playing every instrument, bringing instrumentalists and doing all that good. But as I got into producing, turned less about making music and more about making loops, midis, melodies, just little things to try and fit my way in. And then it turned into Twitch streaming and reviewing other people's beats, samples, and stuff like that. Everybody just sending me loops. Everyone just trying to get their fit in, you know? And the thing is, I never made music for that. I made music to share my own artistic vision with the world and to just do things that I thought were cool. And because of this, because of the culture I built, you know, everybody who's surrounding me is like a producer. All my audience is producers and stuff. And those people aren't really interested in my music. They're interested in how they can benefit from my music or how I could benefit from their music, if that makes sense. And in general, the producer community in general, and to me, has just become very vulture-like. It's just like a bunch of people trying to exploit art, you know, trying to get in how they fit in into art, not adding anything, but just like, oh, genrefying everything to just kind of fit in. And that's not really me. So if you're watching this, I really invite you to go bump my music. No Place Like Home out now. You know, I'm going to be pushing my artist culture from now on. And, you know, as a producer, I'm taking a back seat. You know, you always see me making beats. You always see me cooking up. But I'm not going to be engaging in producer culture so much. I'm an artist now. Well, I was always an artist, and so are you.
My man's.
Ooh,
So
man.
you did all that bitching just to promote your music, bro? Like what the hell?
Who going first? Because
That
please.
was straight
Go,
snake
just go.
oil.
Just go.
All right,
Yeah,
so
just
check,
go,
check
Lonzo.
this out. First of all, he already identified what the problem is. See, a lot of people they they follow behind. They do the monkey see, monkey do thing, right? They see what everybody else is doing, and they want to follow what everybody else is doing, but they don't have a trajectory and an actual plan on how you start and what you're gonna do when you get to the finish line. And what I heard from that is that, like, for instance, let me give you an example. I did the same thing. When I got on Instagram, I follow every producer that I can find on Instagram because I wanted to see what other producers were doing and what their content was like because I enjoy producing 100%. Not to follow suit to copy somebody else's style or copy somebody else's beat making ability or their videos or anything of that nature, but just to kind of see the what the landscape looks like because me as a producer, I want to be amongst people that are like-minded like myself. So I want to make sure that what I'm bringing to the table looks somewhat like what everybody else is doing. But the difference was that I didn't do it to follow behind everybody else. I just wanted to make sure that the visual was right. So with his statement about he don't want to be in the producer culture anymore. He wants to be an artist. That goes back to what blatantly said earlier. Sometimes you just gotta have the dog in you and want it. And I don't think that he really wanted because he confused a couple things with each other. There's the business part of being a producer, then there's the actual content creation part of being a producer.
Which is
Then if
mandatory.
you actually make music, then you actually are now not only dealing with the music that's coming to your brain, you're actually trying to figure out how to put words to that music and then how to sell it. Because now you, as we said earlier, this is a business. So you got to learn how to market yourself, advertise yourself to the people that want to buy the stuff that you're making. Now, I can guarantee you there's probably three people that would buy his music and his album just straight off of his video right now that he said that on the stuff that he said, and that would be his family members and himself and his girl. And I'm not trying to be funny, but I think that because if I watched that video, I would say he sold me he steered me away from buying anything that he would have made
Mm-hmm.
because he didn't sound confident in what he has going on. He didn't sound like he would know what to do with something after he sold. He could make a product, but he don't look like he would have been able to sell me the product and keep me coming back to want another to listen to another song or keep me coming back to watch another content video that he got. So one of those things that the climate has changed. I'll end it with this. The climate has changed. The way that people used to make music and advertise and market in the 1990s, in the 2000s, and in 2010s, and the 2020s, even to 2021 has changed. So the landscape has changed. So everything that you got to do now is all based on everything. It's all intertwined. You got to advertise, you got to market, you got to be a videographer, you got to be a freaking salesman, you got to be a producer, you got to be an executive producer. You got to do everything because everything is consolidated, and you can go out and enlist the help of other people to do those things, but as being a one man band, you have to do all those things. And I think that that's what's demotivated him from being more successful than he is right now, because it takes a lot of work. So again, to the point that he blatantly said, if you ain't got that dog in you, it's gonna eat you up. And he looked like food.
Facts.
Big facts. Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Blake. You got it? Or you got it, Kelly?
Nah, Lonze hit the nail on the head. No Diddy. Like, and he just did too much whining for me too. And like, all right, I see where he was going, but once you sold me your album, like, nah, bro, that's when you lost me. I would have been cool with the message, then the link at the bottom or something.
Complaint, call to action. That's all he did.
Yeah, like I'm like, nah, bro. Like, no, don't piss on me and tell me it's raining. Like, I just, yeah.
And that's fine. You know what? At the end of the day, it's fine if it's not for you. And it's cool that he could admit that it's not for him. But he actually seen the problem. He know what the problem is. And so the next step is, do you want to fix the problem? It don't sound like he wants to fix the problem. So
and that's where my issue is with a lot of the producer community myself. You know what I'm saying? It's just always bitching and complaining and no solutions. You know, don't want to get with the times, man. I mean, we at a day and age where you can do a loop and get a placement, bro. Like,
word.
When could you do that before? You know what I'm saying? So
never.
Like, we're making history with this, man. So I ain't listening to it, bro. I ain't buying it.
The only angle I want to use to it, because I'm big about somebody's logic train. What was you thinking? What was your intent of what were you thinking? What's the purpose of you posting this video? And then what's the outcome you trying to get? When he said the part where, oh, this producer culture, my eyes rolled mentally. I'm like, here we go again. And then then secondly, he talked about people are vultures, more vultures. Second thought that hit my mind. This is why the cream rises to the top. In the 90s, everybody, especially in New York, wanted to rap. But only those was the cream at the crop. All the rhyming that DMX did in the streets in Yonkers, label failure after label failure, the cream rose to the top when Leo Cohen stepped in that studio in Yonkers, and he made it for his moment. Same thing with 50. Went through mad street beef. Should have died like 50 times. You know what I'm saying? But every label closed his door, but he was so determined with the dog in him, like blatantly said, the cream rose to the top. Same thing with Tribe Called Quest, coming out of an artist mecca of Queens. Oh, what are you talking about, Bonita Applebum? We just some street rappers. The cream rose to the top. Same thing with DJ Quick. And I can go to every state, from Memphis, every state, every country, the cream will rise to the top. I want to transition to this, and I didn't want to post this, but this was just posted recently because people are not paying attention to the African production community and the producers in different countries in Africa. And this debate that has been said in America and has been rehashed with no solutions. This guy's getting hammered not only on Twitter, well, the X site, whatever.
Pause.
Sites. Yeah,
pause.
Whoa.
Yeah, hammered. That's a super pause. Womp, womp. That's a super pause on my part. He's getting comment bashed, and people forget that Africa is a continent with different countries. And there's a lot of great producers in different countries in Africa. And I want to share this video right quick just to see how you guys feel about it and give your response. Where is it at? There we go.
Producers, man. Producers. I don't really understand now, man. To be honest, I don't really understand now. You guys are fucking too expensive for upcoming artists to afford. Do you get? You guys are fucking too expensive for upcoming artists. For this era, for this situation in the country, you guys are fucking too expensive. On a pack, pushes your track full beat anyhow for YouTube. And you want blow, you as a producer, you want blow, you want make and you want everybody to hear you. But you're fucking too expensive for people to put your sound out there, man. You're fucking too expensive. Do you know what upcoming artists go through just to drop a song? Fine. Upcoming, I like your beat, and I do something on top of your beat. Crazy stuff, man. I did something on top of it, and I want to drop it, and I write to you. they'll say 60,000 for just a wave, 50,000, 40,000 for just a wave. And after that, I'm still coming to get the stems of the beat. Come on, man. And you want to be out there, you want blow. See the load one and the pack for upcoming artists head. This shit is fucking too much, man. Do you know how many songs I have on my sister? How many songs? A lot of producers when me say I know where I don't know, where I don't do songs, dope art songs for their beats, where we say I never drop, where we say I dey think of, okay, how if I want to drop this song, you know, like, you don't understand. Where we say if I write producer like this,
Before y'all respond, because I know you're about to go in. Before y'all respond,
Oh man.
somebody put in a comment, and I had it loaded. It was another African producer. He co-signed that mentality. Then another African producer says, and this is everybody's fault for promoting free beat culture. Now, again, I'm not going to be on my platform and rehash the same free beat advocacy and all that mentality. We're talking about progressive solution-based thought. This is happening. This is kind of something that started here with that type of mentality and spread in terms of the culture of, let me get in with you. Let me give you something we can work together and provide value to create a career. And then it's turned to an expectancy of free. And then the other producer came on and says, you know what? You pay for that videographer, though. You pay for all these other services, but you don't pay for producers. And people may laugh at that dude, but there is a huge mentality of people that think that us producers are disposable content, and then we shouldn't be worth being paid. That's part one of what I'm going to say. Part two, what I'm going to say is I'm going to flip it over to content creators, because that same logic and same mentality that he has that producers give such for free, a lot of big brands are paying content creators and YouTubers at all of our levels, whether we have under 1,000 or 1,000 or 4,000, $250 for a set post campaign, and they're not seeing the value in content creators the same way certain artists aren't seeing the value in producers. That's a similar logic train on. We're used to seeing you online posting videos. We're used to so many beats being set for free, and the mentality is like, it's not worth paying for, and now I give the floor to you to respond to the logic.
Oh
So
my
I just got one question. Who's charging 50,000 for a wave file?
No. It's their country's currency. 50,000.
Okay, all right.
That's,
Yeah.
that's what I was going to say. Was it 60,000 pesos? 60,000 rubles?
I'm like,
Yeah.
I need to be where they at for sure.
For sure. If it's 50 American dollars, I'm like, yeah, I want to go travel there and get my bag up. But think about it. They think content creators or YouTubers, or especially producer YouTubers, are disposable, that can't you do this video for free? No, it doesn't work like that. We edit, we do this the same way we're producers. No, it's not just a WAV file, dude. It's like spending time editing, mixing down. It's our product. Same thing. Content creators are being treated disposable by bigger brands, and producers are being treated disposable by people that don't see the value because they see so much free beats and they see so many content creators giving out free videos for brands.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
Go for it.
Well, I'm gonna just make it short and sweet. Everything I buy is an investment, whether it be that NPC, this computer. I spend my hard-earned money for it, and it got to make a return. And it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that for me, straight up.
Yeah. I'll go in and say this, right? As I said earlier, right? The game has changed. So there's no more. There's a producer out there that had a tag out there that says something about no free beats, or what was it? No more free beats.
Yeah, that was
I remember seeing.
You know what I'm talking about? No
free
free beats or whatever. There's a reason why he went to no more free beats, because probably tried it, and then the thing is, when you give. My wife says this thing all the time. She says you get what you pay for, right?
Facts.
So there's some beats that you can go out there and get for free, but what do you get? What do you get with that free beat, right? You make J Rose, no more free beats. He's a freaking Grammy nominated, Grammy having producer. Say no more free beats. But anyway, she says you get what you pay for. So a lot of times, if you don't want to pay all right, let me say this. If you don't want to pay for what you want, then you're not going to put in the work that it takes to take that beat that you bought and make it into a song, to go press it into a record, to go take it to the radio stations, to go get on a tour and promote that song and that album. And you're not going to make that money back for that producer or make that money for yourself. So if you don't want to invest in your craft, then those are the people that I don't want to do any type of business
Exactly.
with on my end, because it's not gonna give me any type of return on my investment. I'm gonna sell you a beat, I get my monetary funds for the beat, but that's as far as it's gonna go. So
Like for
um
instance, all those drum machines behind you is like
yeah,
over
they
twenty
cost money.
thousand
They
dollars.
don't
It's
pay.
over
Yeah,
twenty thousand
they
dollars.
don't pay for themselves.
But
So yeah,
and that's why I want to bring this conversation, since this is about YouTube producers and you guys in your business. A lot of brands, big brands too, and even smaller brands are looking at businesses like your channels as free promo just to get aligned with us for cross your fingers, hope future paid sponsored opportunities. So that mentality has shifted to content creation as well. And I want you guys to recognize there's some people that are going to approach you from maybe a company that is a big company. And that same producer mentality, yo, give me a freebie, we can start a relationship and let me see what you do, is the same mentality to a lot of big corporations, to especially music producers. They say, oh, I'll give you this free serial code for a plugin. Do a campaign. You're going to have to act. It's the same mentality. You're going to have to ask yourself, listen, I'm a content creator. I work hard in these videos. I go to work every day. I come back from work and I edit these videos. You're saying now you want like a 3-video campaign and me reviewing your product, and you're not going to invest in these video editing, script writing, time out of my life, work? Think about the similarity to that mentality from coming from a YouTube channel producer, content creators. And I'm going to not be messy, but I'm going to be real. What is the percentage do you honestly think, before we get the Blatantly's response to that video, because I want to get to that response, I'm waiting for him to be his total self on that response for sure. What are the percentage you think of YouTube music producers who have business channels that be doing it for the free just to get the look versus knowing their value and getting the investment from the corporations? What's the percentage? Let's be real. We're assuming here
8%.
they're doing it for free.
Yeah, 8%.
I think it's 80%, but that's just my thing. I think
I
it's
think
80%.
I think that producers have gotten smarter in this age of doing business, and the 360 deals and the record labels being gone and all that shit. They've gotten the money has dried up. You don't go to the grocery store and say, "Hey, give me this cart of groceries for free, and I'll come back next week and buy groceries." You don't go and demand that anybody give you anything free anywhere else. So why would you even start the precedent of saying that I don't want to pay for a service and goods that a producer is giving to you? It's the same thing. It's a service. It's something that you can use. It's tangible. Why would you say give it to me free
Because
and
we're
not want
black.
to pay for it?
So your answer
Come
is
on,
80%.
come on, Blatantly.
My answer is 80. Blatantly time. He said 8%.
Come on,
I said
Blatantly.
80.
Say
I
that
said,
again,
because,
Blatantly.
I said because we're black. Like, they expect to get shit from us for free, bro. Like, even the homies, like, it's like, no, bro. Like, I put my hard time in it. First up, when it come to that video, I was laughing because I'm like, damn, who hurt homie? But when it comes to like, all of this, like, definitely my beats, like selling stuff, I'm not gonna get too spiritual on y'all, but my energy goes into this. You're getting a piece of me, Paul. So like, that means something to me. I'm not just giving my energy out like that.
Come on,
Like,
bro.
I'm made of electricity, like that, as we all are, and so that's going in there. So like, no, like, I take my energy real serious, and I protect it. I protect it. So if we gonna do something, yeah, for sure, pause. But yeah, I take that real serious. But I wanted to know who hurt homie, because he said 50,
Yeah.
60. I'm like, damn, I didn't know Beats and Bed charged that damn much. I was about to
Bruh,
ask for a
shit.
beat, but damn.
I thought she was charging that much, man.
7 Days Music says, I want the money to cash in the cheddar. People have to pay the producer. That's why I'm an artist. He says, I was an artist before I was selling beats. I'll say this. Content creators or producers that are aspiring to have YouTube channels, you are going to get that email. We've all gotten that email. Hey, we like your videos. We would love to send you some software so you can do a review. And the review is like, okay, cool. That's like the open door handshake. I'm aware. A review is cute, cool. Then you do it. Then the follow-up email. You did a great job. Thanks for using the software. We want to enter into a brand partnership. We're willing to pay you $250 for a 10-video campaign. Again, people don't talk about this topic. That's why my channel reformatted. I used to do producer content. But like, bro, I got 2 kids. I'm a full-time content creator, and I'm willing to do great business. I'm willing to negotiate at the table, but I have to put it in the metrics. It's the mindset. If I was getting paid in 2006, like $50,000, you know what I'm saying? In 2006, for an 8-hour job, 40 hours a week, getting paid 2 times a month, and I was taking 8 hours out of my time to go to a place, an hour to travel, an hour to come back home. I traded my time for that salary. So now when you're a content creator and you're a YouTube music producer who not only edits, like Lanze said, and everybody here says edits, create the thumbnail, create the flyer, create the SEO, create the marketing. After the video is done, share it. After the video is done, clip out edits, repurpose and post it on multiple platforms. You have to say to yourself, if I'm trading my time for a partnership, then that partnership has to create the financial or fiscal value to equal the time that I'm investing. Because that's what people don't talk about on YouTube when it comes to producer YouTube channels. People want to argue about gear wars and people want to argue about personalities. This is a full-time, we are a marketing firm. YouTube music producers are a full-fledged marketing firm, a music department, and a promotional department and sales department, as Lanze indicated. So when you get those emails, nobody's saying be greedy. Start the relationship. Do a review like Loop Pop. Love his videos. Hey, this review, just they sent over the gear temporarily. I'm here to speak about it. They have no discussion or framing on what I'm about to say. Then he sends the gear back. It's a great relationship. Do a relationship, quick review. But if somebody approaches you, like let's say, and don't laugh at me, Lanze. Let's say Native Instruments, before they release a hardware, I'm using my imagination, speculation. They reach out to smaller content creators and say, you know what, we want to reach to the everyday music producers, so let us reach to 30 content creators. We have this much in our marketing budget to pay YouTube music producer channel content creators. How do we split 30 people? What do we give them? $1,000 for like a 5-video campaign and the features of the new MK4 hardware, which is speculation. I'm just using on top of my head. Then you're going to have to ask yourself, when you see the big N in the email, hey, we love your channel, we love your work, we want to work on a content deal for this a lot of money. And then you have to say, what is worth the time that I'm trading? I'm saying do good business. That's what the word, you don't get what you deserve, you get what you negotiate. And I want more music producers or people that do YouTube channels to understand we have a resume library inventory of content that will be attractive to the right brands who want to pay for our services. We are just not people getting on microphones trying to get attention. This is a business. And I'm not soapboxing it. I'm keeping it real. Every music producer watching this, treat your hard work and align with brands that understand your value. And there are great music production brands that understand value. How do I know? You can see it on their Instagram marketing. You can see it when they campaign and release a new piece of software product. You can see the creators that they're invested in versus the creators that they're not. Getting to Blatantly's earlier point. There's some products that we love where all their marketing is in a culture outside of ours, but we buy most of their products. Can we talk about it?
Right.
Yeah.
But I digress. Beats in Bed, the Blatantly, Den Lines, please tell me how you feel, because I don't want to soapboxes. I'm just keeping it 100. It's just about business, investments, and relationships.
Hey, Andy Mack, I need that spot, bro.
Yes, sir.
I need that spot, bro.
Yeah, Jamie Rice says, as a business, you got to have your rates known. That's a fact. My daughter has motion on IG and brands come to her and the first thing she does is point them to her link with her rates. That's a great idea.
Well, that's the whole issue that the African dude had, was that he didn't want to pay the rate.
Facts.
So you know what? Let me backtrack a little bit. I know I was saying no free beats. I've done. Let me tell you, I've done my free. I've done my fair share of giving away free beats. And what I want to say, it's okay to do business with people that you trust, that you can give free beats out to. Like there's a group of people that are my friends, that are artists, that I give beats to all the time for their YouTube pages, for their their gym pages, their comedy skits, all that kind of stuff, their video games. I have a whole plethora of friends that I just give beats to just because they have invested into me as far as bringing me other artists to record, playing my music out in places when they're out and about. So it's one of those type of reciprocal relationships. And so there's something that I'm getting out of it other than just giving away a free beat to any willy-nilly
Right.
Right.
Tom, Dick, and Harry. Pause. But but yeah,
That
you
was a
just
good
got to
one.
be strategic and smart about how you're doing business and be business minded and put it on paper. Like you said, having your rates. Um, when you see a license on my page, you'll see the license that there's a exclusive, there's a premium, there's a basic, and there's one in between that. So you can choose which one you can afford. Are you gonna lease this beat or are you gonna buy this exclusive? So you can
Right.
have your choice and pick between, do you want to pay $25 a day or do you want to pay $500 a day? But know that if you pay the $25, that beat is gonna get sold to somebody else, and it's gonna get sold to somebody else and get sold to somebody else until somebody buy it exclusively. So just be smart about how you do your business. And again, like I said, there's nothing wrong with giving away free beats if it is monetarily
A reciprocal relationship.
yes, as I said
But
earlier, reciprocal, and
and
it's gonna
I'm
help
sorry.
your business, and it helps your
I,
business, and it comes back to you. Then by all means do what you got to do,
I'll
but
add
make
this.
sure you get your money.
Yeah, for sure. I'll add this. Me and Lonze talk about this all the time. Everybody's not your customer. Music producers that
right.
want to embark on a YouTube journey, having your rates is a bar. But you got to understand, when you have your rates, and I'm going to give you a quick example because I want to let everybody else speak, because, again, I really took this time because I want people to understand what a real YouTube music producer business look like. That's why I bring them up. I don't want to dominate the conversation. When you have your rates up, you avoid the broke folk. You avoid the people that aren't serious about their business. Because I'll tell you right now, from having multiple businesses on social media since 2012, when I started taking social media business seriously, when I became homeless from losing my job right after the financial crash, and I was really good at something, but I was doing it for free so much, I felt like it was wrong for me to start asking for my rates. And then when I had to give away my Technique 1200s, give away all my stuff on my apartment because I lost my job, the whole company folded, the brand folded, and I'm in New York City, mind you, New York City rent. I was in a Starbucks on free Wi-Fi, and I was like, brother, you are literally broke. You might as well tell people what your rates are. And as soon as I posted the rates, there was a degree of seriousness. And the people that wanted my services, they immediately pay me through link in bio. The people that give you the headaches are the people that aren't serious about their career. Because if all four of us, if somebody says, you know what, I want to be your video editor on retainer, and all four of us knows what that's like. Hey, all you got to do is pay me $300 a month, which is wildly cheap, and we'll edit all your clips, do all your stuff, do all your editing. All four of us would see that as a great investment, because I don't know about y'all. I hate editing video. You know what I'm saying? I hate creating clips, but I know it has to be done because it's part of the game. All four of us would tell our wives, honey, I'm about to play something in the budget so I can get some funding. Why? Because we see the value in that service that we're willing to pay for to save us the time. So everybody, if you whether you sell beats or whether you want to be a YouTube a music producer, would have a channel. You're going to invest in whatever that saves you time so you can have more time in your family, and then you can get an ROI, which is at a return on investment. Last example, a year and a half ago, I started charging for my social media management services because for 16 years, I was doing it free for nonprofit organizations. And then when either I would get fired or I would leave the job to go to another job, they took it for granted because it was so accessible. They took my talent for granted because it was so accessible. So for every producer watching this right here, whatever you're good at, you are the shortcut to a customer that needs that shortcut and knows your investment. So if somebody says, oh, 1,000 is too high for this or 300 is too high, that's not your customer. Your customer will throw the money at you. I need it. I see your value. I need it. But if you don't have your rates out there, and here, before I pass the mic, as if you want to be a YouTube music producer or a YouTuber in general, if you don't have a resume of your work, you can't expect somebody to pay a rate. I'll say it again. I know one thing. When I start closing deals for people I love and know, like people on the stream, I'm like, yeah, I have a great client. His name is Beats in Bed. Look at his resume. I'll share you the playlist. if I'm meeting with somebody at the E Network or somebody at MTV, I know somebody that'll host a great segment for this reunion. Look at this guy, the blatantly blatant network. Here's a resume of his personality network. His videos are his resume. Look at him when he's on the road. Look at when he's in the truck. Look when he's in the studio. This is a great resume and business card for these services. We are more than just YouTubers. We are businesses, and our video playlists are our resume to create deals. I want to put that in everybody's mind that's watching it. If you're a music producer, you can earn money more than beats. How do I know? Look at these three men here running a YouTube business. Don't let nobody make you, oh, you just post videos. No, I create content. I'm a video editor. I create content. I'm a marketer. I create videos. I know the time to put it out. I create thumbnails and know the SEO. I know the right tags. We are multi-purpose creators, and we have value to companies that need our skills. Think about it. Sorry,
Yes.
I'm gonna put it out to the floor. I'm sorry for getting so business, but on my platform, it's about the bag. You heard? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people can argue about personality elsewhere, but I'm trying to get to the bag and learn from who I bring up, and I'm going to shut up and listen to y'all.
They arguing over personality?
I don't want to drag.
I don't even want to get it, but I wouldn't know. That's too feminine for me. But
I'm
okay.
supposed to I'm supposed to go to them in January. I don't have the temper to see somebody. So you talking about me, fam? If I was, I would say, you know what I'm saying? I had a horrible temper in real life. So
I don't understand why we worried about other men, but that's a whole nother subject. But back to the bag.
Yeah.
Facts. You said it all, bro. You said it all.
Yeah. Can't
bada boom, bada bing.
You said it all, man.
And I'm gonna just add this one point. Everybody watching this, I'm a 48-year-old man who's a full-time content creator. Doesn't make cultural sense. I'm Gen X. I used to hustle with a beep on a payphone in the corner to get money. True story. When I found out around 2006 that I can make 2004, when I was in college, that I can make money off of designing people's MySpace background, promoting their parties on Black Planet. Y'all know about that. And I got paid for that back then. You think I'm not trying to use the skills that I have? It's 24 years from the year 2000. I've been doing this for like 20 years.
I was on Black Panther and worried about the wrong thing, not the bag.
Listen, half my friends' baby mamas is from Black Planet. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. But I had a skill. I like doing it. And people saw my value and they invested in it. So music producers watching this, you have a skill, you like doing it, there is a customer for you. And I'll drop this last gem, and everybody knows this that's a YouTube music producer. The people that support you will not be your friends and family. You will be paid by strangers.
Yeah.
Facts.
Strangers will pay your rent. I repeat, every music producer watching this, strangers will be your biggest customer. Don't believe me. Ask Lonze, ask Beats in Bed, ask Blatantly. When they look at the
get
analytics,
mad at my girl. I remember when I stopped getting mad. I had to check myself because I'm like, that is my woman. But I'm like, yo, she's supposed to support me and all that. But she do. But then it's like, well, I don't see you sharing my stuff and stuff, but
Yeah.
but you know why?
but she still take care of home, so I can't.
No. You know why? Blatantly, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. An old black woman told me this in my circle. Because I always have to have mentors that are like OGs that like school me and things. She says, baby, they can't take the picture of who they grew up with or who they're around out of their mind. They don't know you, the business person. It's not that they're disrespecting what you're trying to do. They don't know that side of you.
And she don't understand it either. Like,
And that's
it's all
and
black,
as
black,
well.
black, black, you know?
As well. Think about how foreign the culture of being a YouTuber who's a music producer in general. I'll give you an example. Everybody watching this. When you go to dinner with your friends and your friends bring their new girls or their new man or their new husband and their new wife, and it's a whole dinner table at TGI Fridays at Olive Garden, right? What happens when people don't know each other? Yo, what's going on? You seem cool. What do you do for a living? You know what the table feels like when you say, hey, I'm a full-time content creator. Instant, they don't understand that this is a multi-billion-dollar industry. For any music producer watching right now, wants to start a YouTube channel. Again, it's not plug time, but this is the real. If you want a social media strategist, hit my link in bio, move forward. I'm saying that for this reason. Go look at go type in the Hollywood Reporter on Google and put comma and put the new social media stars. Big movie houses, Warner Brothers, TV houses, Paramount Plus, all these apps are now throwing huge budgets behind content creators with series. What does that mean? Budgets are opening up for YouTubers.
Oh, yeah.
Repeat. Go to Google if you don't believe me. Type in Hollywood Reporter, comma, YouTube. You're going to see an article, and it says that YouTube is getting the most views more so than Netflix for the first time ever. And companies are looking at YouTubers as fiscal commodities to do their rollouts. What does that mean? Marketing budget. So the next time you tell somebody, yo, I'm going to be a YouTuber, or you trying to be a teenager? No, I'm 48 years old. I got 2 kids. The economy is looking crazy. Even if you have, in New York City, the average median salary to get your head above water is $367,000 after taxes a year. There are people who are struggling earning $100,000 a year in New York City. I don't know where y'all from. You're going to have a side hustle. You're going to have to respect these men on my screen. These men that put in work, businesses. I'll call it out. Ableton Move. Lanze has been posting a lot of videos about Ableton Move, showing the functionality. Don't you think that would be a point of value to possibly open up the budget to put them in your marketing scheme? Think about it. Native Instruments. Look at Beats and Beds, Mackie DLZ videos and his comparison videos to software. What does that say?
Fire.
He's given an overview of a technical aspect of different gear. Maybe you guys want to open up your marketing budget to utilize him for MPC 3.0 campaign that you can invest in for that rollout November 6th. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about that. Nam, you have something coming up. Maybe you need a host for one of the segments in NAM, and look at Blatantly's page, full of personality. He can interview the people from different guitar companies and different companies. This is business.
Holla at me, baby.
Again, so I'll talk to 2 people with this statement. Music producers who never thought about creating a YouTube channel. This is a business, and when you put up at least a good 30 videos, look at Beats in Bed. He don't need that much videos. He knows his lane. But he can take his link, share it, email blast 300 software companies, which I told him to do, and I hope he did it, and say, hey, if you're looking for content opportunities for your next rollout campaign or your software update, please look at my work. Same thing with Blatantly. Blatantly, this is a strong suggestion I have for him, he can email every reality show app and say, I want to host a segment. Here's my playlist. Lanze, drum machine specialist, nigga can pick a drum machine company behind them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He got the whole
everything
whole
in
guitar
there,
center
boy.
behind him.
so Ableton, you want to reinvigorate Push 3 standalone sales? He has a Push 3 standalone sales, and better yet, he has a resume of videos. Akai, you want to come out with a new Akai Force version 2? Go to his, again, this is a business. And if these young men put in the work and have videos and libraries of content, they should be invested in because they have a what? Proven track record. I feel super adamant about this because I'm getting tired of people looking at us as YouTubers or YouTube music producers like we're some sort of novelty searching for clout. Clout don't pay rent,
That's a fact.
but marketing budgets do. People are getting paid. Why not me?
And that thing you said about YouTube, about how, they're getting paid more basically than Netflix, I think Instagram might even know that now because we had Drake drop that song. We had Kendrick drop on Instagram first. I think they're going to start going back to the artists. Now, listen here. Tyler Creator's been dropping on Instagram first. I've been keeping my eye lately on Instagram now, too. So, Chroma, I can't wait for that album. Have y'all seen the videos?
Yes, I've seen it. I've seen it.
God, the artistry and everything. Oh, I can't.
Because I like rock combined with hip hop, combined with emo, combined with hardcore, combined with pop. Tyler hits all those notches. Let's go to the comments right quick. Jamie says, as a business, you got to have your rates known. He said that, and I'm going to repeat it. I don't care. As a business, you got to have your rates known. Producers, if you're serious about selling beats, have the link in bio in the first tab to invest in your next single. Have your rates known and said there. Civil Days, yes, and these companies are getting over like a fat rat. I'm sorry. Lanze said 8% of people will just do it for the free look. I think it's 80. I still want to hear your answers. Jers Boys with the Fire NPC said he's absolutely right. So before we go to another segment, I want to hear from Beats in Bed and Blatantly. What do you think is the percentage of YouTube music producers that are doing free work and not even considering asking for being part of the marketing budget to create content for their rollout? I think it's 80%, but he said 8. What are your percentage assumptions?
I don't know, bro. And it's one of them things where I'm not even trying to guess it, man. You know what I mean?
I had to guess him 63%.
I
63?
think that's might be the answer. I think because how many? All right, I ask it better, so we won't put anybody in the spot. How many YouTubers do you think, whether it's music production or outside of the area, whether it's tech or another industry, understand the marketing dollar of their value worth and what they should be paid for? That's better said.
Not a nair nutter.
It's a lot.
Yeah, not enough.
It's a lot. Yeah, I think that's part of the problem and why we got so many people. You know, like my African mate over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I think we're just undervalued, bro. Straight up.
Well, let me lighten the mood up. I know what this feels like. I saw this video. This segment is called "What Would You Do?" I've been here at a job when I was younger. Tell me if you've ever been through this.
I'm gonna need you to talk out for me right now.
Like right now? Right now?
Like right now.
He know he fired. Let's one more time.
I'm gonna need you to talk out for me right now.
Like right now? Right now?
Like right now.
Yo, if y'all don't know what that is, when I was a teenager and I worked in retail or restaurants, everybody had a spot to smoke at when he was 16 working in a restaurant. He was trying to hold that pole for dear life. He was like, yo, is he going to move or am I going to explode? He's like, right now, tag, I'm fired. I'm going to tell my moms I got fired again. I'm talking about when I was 16. I'm a grown-ass man right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all too quiet. Y'all act like none of y'all ever went through that.
I'm waiting for the next question. I think we
I'm about to say that smoke was mighty thin. I know the difference between certain smokes being exhaled. So that he was smoking something. He looked like a tweaker too, though, bro. Like, yeah, he was.
You got jokes.
I thought that was a girl.
I didn't know whatever they identify as. Respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully, for sure. All right, I saw this clip. I want to share it and catch your thoughts. It's basically about a production workflow that isn't really talked about. People talk about it, but they don't. But let me share it right here.
I think I agree with him.
It's Manny Fresh talking, obviously.
It's good and bad. Like, you know, because I'm gonna give you a perfect example without even saying this. You remember that Cash Money and Marvelous song?
Yeah.
KL?
Mm-hmm.
What we used to get off of that song? Like at
The bass at the end.
So it was this bass drum that was at the end of that song, like it was an 808 bass when the song went off, and it was just like this, and
People be quiet.
yeah, the ugly people be quiet, and it was this 808 that was like at the end of that record, and like it just was like he said before, email and all of that. You ran to somebody else's house and was just like, dude, did you hear the 808 on the end of that record? And that made it so creative because it was just that you had to get that 808 from somewhere else. Then you got a snare drum from another record, some other kicks from other things or whatever. And that whole little culture is gone now. You know, like kids get like just like, and I'm a software freak as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I still like getting kicks and snares and hi-hats from records in different places. And you don't see that no more. Like you just get, like you can go online and they'll have some shit that says just Blaze drums.
He's sitting right next to him. That's funny.
And they be the worst.
Yeah,
Worst.
you know what I'm saying?
Like I've downloaded my own drum kits.
That somebody else made?
It's not me. Sometimes what they'll do is they'll take one of my records and they won't even like find the open kick or snare. They'll just take whatever with the keys on it.
Exactly, and they'll chop that shit up horribly, like you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, and then somebody will try to pass it on to you and be like, dude, I got Just Blaze drums,
Right?
And you just like, nah, dude, that shit ain't, you know what I'm saying, and I'm like, and to tell somebody is an art to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you want to get his kick, you got to go through some records and find a spot where that kick is open by itself.
That's what people is missing, and at the end of the day, it's like it ain't no Just Blaze drum kit. It's the fact that he dug for vinyl and dug for records. And
Yo,
I don't agree.
let's go. Let's go.
I don't agree. I don't agree.
Bedroom Breaks Volume 1.
Right.
It's on my channel right now. Go get it for free. NPC expansion. For free.
That's right. Plug that. Let's say it again.
Free.
One more time.
Vinyl drums for free.
So let me ask you a question. You think that in Bedroom Breaks Volume 1 that he didn't dig and get those sounds and put them in the expansion? So if I take that expansion and sell it to 1,000 people, and 1,000 people go in there and chop that freaking Bedroom Breaks Volume 1 up, you telling me that people that now, because it's more accessible and more easier for you to get samples, that people are not taking the kick from his freaking expansion, the snare from Masada's cycle kit, the damn hi-hat from the My Bad expansion from Beats by Lonze, and then the Khalif Wins you go in the Khalif Wins freaking file and get some sense. And you telling me that people still ain't digging just because it ain't the same way that they did it, that it's not the same. So I don't agree with that.
You do
That
got a point about that.
I don't
I'm
agree with that. It's more accessible. Let me I'll be fast. It's more accessible. You got damn, what's the freaking site that you can go in and download? You got Splice. What's the other one where you can go and get records?
TrackLib.
TrackLib. You can go to TrackLib and get the records and download them and chop them at your discretion, right? And I just showed this. I just showed this in another stream. Niggas is chopping from records, so don't believe the hype.
They saying they not?
Yeah, that's what he said.
I think
that's what's lost.
Saying we need to do more.
You see behind me right there.
That's what's lost in the community, is that people
right
ain't
behind
going
it, and I still got a whole bunch over here, and I got a whole bunch over there.
So you can't put that on this on everybody. That's what the community is missing. I think they sit so high up from where they are and who they are that they don't see anything below their level where they at. So I disagree. I think that there's more information and more sounds out there than that's ever been out there before. You can go to the Library of Congress and go get the 100-year records that you can go in and sample that are now past the copyright time frame. You can go and get them for free, and then you can bring them in and chop them.
Before we get to somebody else
dropping pack.
Let me get to the comments. Jers says big gems being dropped. Jers says, when do you guys make the decision to start at Lanza and Beats in Bed? That's a good question. When did you make the decision to start? That's a good question. I'm gonna let y'all get the floor on that.
Actually, I started about a little over a month ago. A little over a month ago for me. Yeah.
I started making vlogs in 2006 on my YouTube page. I was making vlogs, and I used to throw shows for independent artists that were coming up. And what I would do is, after the shows, we would video all the shows that we throw for these artists and these entertainers and stuff, and then we'd put them on YouTube. So 2006 is when I started, but I didn't take it seriously until about 3 years ago, because I was on Instagram. I was putting all my content on Instagram, and so about 3 years ago, I started to say, okay, I need to figure out this YouTube thing, because I'm a consumer of YouTube and I know what's happening on YouTube. So why can't I go out there and do the same thing that that I'm going out there and consuming? So yeah, I'll say about 3 years I got serious about YouTube.
My man. And to give a little background on me, it just came to a point where I just got tired of looking for myself in YouTube. I'm skimming, and I'm like, yo, is something missing? Come to find out it's me. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got started.
That's a bar. That's a bar.
Silver Days said give him the Just Blaze kit.
Yeah, of course. Silver Days. I would have been the same thing.
The funny thing is, I still have that old ass Just Blaze kit.
Oh boy,
I do too. I probably got 5 Just Blaze kits.
Mm-hmm.
I got so many drum kits, it's ridiculous.
Dude,
when did you start, blatantly?
Start what? Making what? Just vlogs in general?
Yeah, vlogs and then YouTube. Your journey.
I was just posting before, like on Facebook and stuff. A little bit on Instagram. Then I transitioned into YouTube, and I started posting me just watching about battle rap, commentating about battle rap. Then I started getting into more into battle rap, talking about that. Then I did set up a little battle rap thing that's on my page. Do not watch that. It was just the troll. And it was to promote the dude there too. So my whole thing with that whole battle rap thing I did, it was for me to show my beats and stuff like that. It was just more so marketing. And then I got into it and I said, you know what? I'm going to take this serious, bro. I said, I got my beat machine. I changed my diet. I stopped eating chicken, pork, all that. So all I eat is just fish and like veggies and shit like that. So I changed a lot, bro.
Wow.
And I took this shit serious.
Congratulations.
Nice,
Thank you,
man.
thank you.
Nice.
Look at you making me feel bad because I got 4 chicken wings and fried rice.
Oh no, eat it, bro. No, eat it.
I had Missy fried chicken tenders tonight, boy.
What happened with me, bro? Like I had chicken one time and then it just wasn't sitting right with me no more, and it just tasted different. Just the texture. I said, you know what? I'm done. I literally went cold turkey, stopped pork and all. And mind you, I'm half Puerto Rican, so my grandmother, she was bad. The Benny, everything.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
for real. I would say for me, I've had a faceless social media channel since 2006, but I had to put my face out there around 2012. Then I dipped back out because I don't listen, fellas. Like all of us probably been popular in high school. I was popular real young, DJing in Brooklyn. I don't like attention at all, and I'm 6'6", 300 pounds. I don't like being stared at. You know what I'm saying? In real life, I popped out around 2018, 17, because I was going to like hip hop events, and back in the days, before New York legalized, the marijuana businesses, they used to be, private events. Yep. There used to be mad rappers in it. You know what I'm saying? Mad blogs. I remember A-Track used to do the Fool's Gold day out. I used to go to Fool's Gold, like rest in peace, Dallas.
Yeah, I'm about to say
Penn
rest
was
in
there.
peace. Yeah, I'm about to say rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Combat Jack used to be there. Mad people used to be there. It was when it was the blog era was tampering down, and then people would see me at events, but then I had no presence. And I used to talk about social media and stuff like that, and it was yeah, we hear you, but you ain't got no presence. You faceless. Pandemic hit. And I was working at, jobs. I had like 2 jobs, 2 remotes, because, that's how you hustle. You know what I'm saying? Under the pandemic. And I was doing social media management for like nonprofits. And then I was like, bro, why am I getting taken advantage of? Then I helped people launch podcasts, and I was doing all that posts for like 6 months. And I was like, nah, I'm going to get paid from y'all tripping. It's too much work for me not to get paid. Then I started getting paid like around 2 years ago when I got monetized on Facebook and TikTok. And then when I was like, oh, Facebook is paying me a monthly check based on the efforts I put on this app the same way I would put 8 hours in the job. And then it crystallized to me. If I'm working 40 hours a week for somebody else with a dependable paycheck, I'd rather deal with this undependable metric of analytics and get paid out in a month for what I'm doing. And if I'm not getting paid off Facebook or TikTok as much, then I always do consultations or I do brand strategy meetings, and I get paid for that because I knew what I like to do and I knew what I was good at. And that's why I'm trying to drive home to everybody that's going to watch this. If you're a music producer, you don't have to make a living just off beats. These 3 gentlemen shows that there's other avenues. There's going to be new business deals that you're going to see. You're going to see blatantly
beat's just
on TV.
a gateway.
You know what I'm saying? This is the gateway. You're going to see blatantly on shows, hosting events. You're going to see, Beats in bed, literally with a microphone with a brand name on it because they hired him to fly him out to do an event. You're going to see Lonze talking about technical aspects and beat machines and talking to service men and women throughout America and how to utilize drum machines as a breakthrough for mental health issues or possible PTSD from coming back home because they need an outlet. Again, brand matched with passion and then purpose to help people is the only reason you should be on YouTube. If you cloudy, if you try to disrespect somebody, I will tell you now, from being at events in New York City, and I know because me and Blatantly talk, he's familiar, like especially with battle rap. Whatever you say on the internet, you're going to catch it in the streets. I'm just going to tell you right now, be respectful, be nice, and help people. Because if you're not here to help people, you're wasting time. Before I have anybody else speak, I want to go to the comments right quick. Jers Boy, it used to be a time folks layered and stacked their drums. During the New Jack era, no drum sounded like Teddy. That is a fact. That's why they push in stem separation so they can find these drums easier. I wish there was stem separation in the 90s. Beats by Lonzy, I say facts. Open and find out new sounds.
It was last comment right there.
It was Just Blaze that made me get a force. Akai used them when it again. Just Blaze says, you know what? I got paid from Akai and Denon actually because he was using those Denon SC500 CDJs with the force on top of it, and Just Blaze knew how to get his coin because Just Blaze was like, I know my value. You're gonna pay me for my value. But yeah, I have closing statements right now because everybody's standing at me like, okay, what are you talking about? I want to have. Y'all looking at me like, yeah, what the fuck is it? He went deep, then he went funny, then he went to this thing's 300 pounds. I didn't know he's that fat, but you know what I'm saying? But like, what you call it? I want closing statements from you three fellas. I want you obviously to plug what you got going on, and I obviously would like you to speak to any company that wants to do business with you. But before you hit those 2 notes, which I think they're important notes, I want you to talk to maybe the aspiring YouTuber or the music producer who's never considered this as an addition to their business, and what you would tell them so if they may feel doubts after watching this. I'll start it off with Blatantly.
I'm gonna say this. If you're thinking about making a YouTube, if you shy, bro, just do it. Do not go into this thinking about views, subscribers, none of that. They're going to come. Like, go into this, have fun. Don't go in this I'm going to do a niche, do that. Just be yourself, bro. But be creative and be something different. Because if you're different, that's when the people are definitely going to gravitate towards you. So, and if, like I said, if you're shy, just do it. Because there's a lot of people, I don't know. You don't need a good camera. Get your old iPhone, whatever the case may be. Just do it. Just do it now, bro. Stop BSing. Like right now. If you're watching this right now, do it right now.
Thank you so much. Beats and Bet.
Yo, same, man. I think if you got a passion and you got something that you want to do in life, man, just do it. You know, and YouTube is the perfect place for it. It's so many people doing so many things, man. I think I found a channel of a guy, you know, in a dump truck, bro, just recording his life. You know what I'm saying? It's always something to do out here. And just don't think that you don't have a lane. You got a lane.
Thanks.
And stop scrolling. Stop looking for yourself in YouTube. Just put yourself out there, man. Just put yourself out there. I'm telling you.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. That was the second good bar. That was a great bar. Oh my God.
Very profound information coming from this panel here. I'm happy to be here and amongst good guys who are trying to do good things in the industry. So I want to say I appreciate y'all letting me be on the show with y'all. And here's the thing I'll impart to everybody. As you see right here, there's 5 gentlemen that's in this clique that are here on the live and in the comments, and then we got also DC Carson and everybody else that mess with us. You gotta have some support, and you gotta have a team behind you, because you can't do it all by yourself. So remember that thing. Get started. As Blatantly and Beats and Bed said, you got to get started. Just get out there and do it, even if you got to start out with a camera phone and get in front of the camera and do it, because I foresee that this social media thing of making money on media is going to come to an end soon. And I think that y'all should get in and get it while the going is hot right now. Because y'all saw what happened with freaking TikTok. They was trying to ban TikTok. It wasn't because TikTok was trying to steal your information. It's because TikTok was giving you information about how to make money and come up out of your situation better than you're at right now. So they're trying to, you know how I don't want to get into like the weeds of what people do, but
you're speaking facts.
There's a regulation of things that happen when you get too much information. And right now is the information age. So I'll tell you right now, get started, as everybody else said. But on top of that, once you get started, you got to surround yourself with like-minded individuals that want to succeed. And once you do that and you put in the hard work, there's nothing that can stop you. So I'll say just get to work. I took my hoodie off, and that's my motto. It says get to work. That's the only way that you can fight the negative things is going to come your way, because you're going to get love, you're going to get hate. And the thing I'll tell you when the hate comes is ignore it and get to work. Don't go out there and try to take the trolls head on, because that's what they want. They want you to engage with them. They want to get into your business and pull that positivity that you have, that you're trying to embark into the world, out of you. So forget the haters and get out there and get to it and make this generational money for your kids and your kids' kids, and the next person that can come to your page and see that historical documentation that you put in your YouTube. They can see, hey, this was my granddaddy on YouTube, and they can see that personality that came from you being out there in the world on the social medias. If it exists by the time that happened.
Look at your grandfather when he was younger. That's a bar as well. Thank you, fellas, for imparting that wisdom. I'm gonna hit my last comment of the night. TikTok saw their own record label and UMG didn't like that. That is a fact.
Yes.
Jers Boy says, I'll be following you guys as well. Brooklyn, you know the vibes. He says, I got fam on Myrtle Ave. Yo, that's what's up. I if I say the block I'm from, you're going to know where I'm at. And if we're the same age, you're going to know the sets that was around there. But yeah, Crown Heights, Franklin Ave, you know the vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know the vibes like that. But I want everybody right now, in all seriousness, subscribe to these men's channel. You know what's free, ladies and gentlemen? Clicking subscribe, like the last 10 videos. I don't care. It's free. Also, share their videos via text to your friends if they're producers.
Tell a
if
friend
they're
to
not.
tell a friend.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. It don't cost no money to subscribe, click like on their videos, and share their videos. Why not? You're helping. But thank you, everybody, for joining the show tonight. You can obviously watch the replay.
Salute
Big
to the
shout out
chat.
to Beats in Bed coming through. Big shout out to Blatantly Blatant Network coming through.
sir.
Big shout out to Beats by Lonze, the drum machine specialist. I am your host, Khalif Wins. I want the gentleman to stay on slightly briefly after this live close, but everybody, make it happen. Listen to the jewels. We took our time out to share from experience. Replay this video. Write down notes. Like Beats in Bed says, if you can't see the content, be the content. Like Blatantly says, you know what? Stop overthinking. Just do it. Go live. If you're nervous, you'll break through your shyness with the consistency of your live streams. Like Lonze says, do what you love, but then create a record. You literally can create a time capsule of who you were in 2024 to look back at 2034 for your kids to see. I'm your host, Khalif Wins. Thank you, peace, and I'm out. Yeah. Everybody